How's it going, everyone? Chris from the Blu-ray Critic here, and welcome to my Blu-ray Pickups haul. And I got a brand new release to talk about today, released by Olive Films. And with Christmas fast approaching us, what better way to put us in the Christmas spirit than with Nutcracker, the motion picture? That's right, originally released in 1986. And in my opinion, this is the best book-to-screen adaptation for this film, which is designed by famed children's story author and artist Maurice Sendak, which is written to be as close as possible to the original story. And it's such a wonderful film with dance numbers and music by the legendary composer Tchaikovsky that really brings this film to life. And the whole production is based upon the Pacific Northwest Ballet. And it's directed by Carroll Ballard, who also directed one of my favorites from Disney, Never Cry Wolf. And he was also a second unit photographer on the original Star Wars film in 1977. And as a nice added touch, they decided to include one of the monsters from Maurice Sendak's book, Where the Wild Things Are, to make a cameo appearance in this film, which can be seen peeking over the horizon. Now, as far as the presentation is concerned for this Blu-ray released by Olive Films, Nutcracker has a nice film-like feel to it, and as it should since it was shot on 35mm, and it doesn't have any of that digitized look as many home video releases tend to do so. And the colors look very nice as well, and it's not oversaturated, and the overall picture has a slightly soft look to it, which in my opinion suits the mood and feel of the film perfectly, and the audio was very crisp and clear as well. It's a film with hardly any dialogue, just the beautiful music of Tchaikovsky. So overall, my rating for the picture quality is a 4 out of a 5, and I'm going to give the audio mix a 4.5 out of a 5. This features the original stereo track, and the aspect ratio for this film is in the 1.85 format. And yeah, you don't get any special features with this Blu-ray release. However, English subtitles are included for some of the dialogue portions of the film, and I really like how they went with the original poster art for this Blu-ray cover, so that's pretty cool. And like I said, it's a beautiful film that has that cozy feel to it, and in my opinion, it's the best book-to-screen adaptation for this story. So that's my review of Nutcracker, the motion picture. Alright, so let's move on to the rest of my pickups. Got the 4K edition of Jumanji, one of my favorites from Robin Williams, and Sony gave this film a brand new 4K restoration, and it was definitely much needed. It has, the grain intact now, and just literally looks like a film that they just shot a few years ago. So I'm quite thrilled about that. So if you have the old edition, which I do here, which I got to get rid of, yeah, you don't want this one anymore. The picture just was pretty bad. It was just really soft and just didn't do this film justice at all. But yeah, so definitely get the 4K edition. My next pickup is the Men in Black trilogy on 4K. And man, Sony Pictures has been on a roll releasing their catalog titles. And I'm proud to say these films look absolutely outstanding on 4K. And the colors literally pop with the grain being intact, and it's just deeper and richer, the color saturation and whatnot. And I like how they went with the original artwork for each of the films, but the minor complaint that I have, it comes in a stacked disc set, and I'm not a fan of stacked discs. So if they could cut back on that, I would greatly appreciate it. So there's part 2, Back in Black. And we got part 3 as well that features Josh Brolin. And my last pickup for this week is one of my favorites, man. The Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Misery with James Caan, Kathy Bates, and wonderfully directed by Rob Reiner. Of course, based on Stephen King's novel. And yeah, you definitely should get this re-release because it's just loaded with so many great stuff. Features a new 4K restoration, plus a new interview with Rob Reiner and a commentary track by Reiner as well. And I really dig this new artwork too. Nicely done on that. I usually like to keep the wrapping on here if I can, and I usually just slip the bottom there. But in terms of picture quality versus the old Blu-ray release, sure, it is slightly better, but not by much. It's not a night and day difference, but you will notice a difference. It does look a tad better. But yeah, really great release. So anyway, that's my latest pickups for this week. And as usual, thanks for checking it out, guys, and I'll see you guys soon in my next update. Take care.